Okay, anyway, as Jesus always said, drink my blood, bitch. It's wine.
As Jesus said, welcome back to Funny, Hot, and Very Full, episode 30, episode 35.
I don't know.
We're starting off on a great foot. We have
I,
no idea what we're talking about today.
guys, it's been a while since we posted because shit just keeps happening.
It hasn't. We only missed 1 week. It
I thought
was
we
because
missed
of the
two.
hurricane.
Oh.
No,
I thought we
we're
were
not on.
depressed and then we had a hurricane.
No, we were depressed and then we recorded and then we had a hurricane and now we're recording.
Oh, hot. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's a
so
lot
it's
better than I
basically
thought.
this podcast has accidentally become bi-weekly because of mental health and also natural disasters.
And also scheduling and also. Okay, word.
Yeah, speaking of scheduling, I have a date tomorrow with someone who I have been matched with for like almost 8 weeks because our schedules just legitimately have not lined up. And the good thing is that we have not been in constant communication, which is really important.
Perfect.
So, I don't feel like I've been texting this man 24/7. But he was like, I really appreciate you for like still being willing to go on a date after all this time. And I'm like, well, that's just kind of what being an adult is like over the summer. Last night was my only free night this week, and
Yep.
otherwise I'm booked and busy. And
I mean, not
therefore
even over the
I can't be mad
summer.
at you for being booked and busy.
Yeah, that's just being an adult. We have lives, we have schedules. Sorry.
There are times where my hair covers the straps of this top and makes me look like I'm not wearing one, but
Well, no, you look like you're wearing a top. It's just does it have straps or not?
yeah, it does.
But it
I'm
looks
in
great.
I'm so tired. This is the first episode I've ever done without makeup on because I forgot we were recording
I
today.
feel like you've done an episode without it, haven't you?
No, I always have a little something something on to make
That's
myself not want to die,
that's
and
crazy.
I just didn't have it in me today.
If you want to know the week I am having today, I will be finishing the beverages that have been in the fridge that I've already opened and have
Oh, they're
just
gonna
been
be
sitting there.
flatsies.
They might be, but I'm committed
Yeah,
to
I'm
finishing what
boring,
I started.
and I only have water because I wasn't willing to drink soda at this hour
Yeah.
yet.
So I have a
Um,
kombucha.
Ugh. I think I fell off the kombucha train. I was like on it a couple years ago, and now I think it gives me heartburn. Like I can't consume
Maybe.
vinegar like that.
Yes, it's very I go in waves. Right now, I feel like I hyperfixate. Like the what's the G&T brand or whatever, the GT. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
love the ginger ale, and then there was like another one they had that I loved, and now I'm like it's fine. And then I went to Costco and they had these cute cans of this brand called Cove, non-spawn. And I really like their flavors, but I feel like I'm starting to near the end of my rope with them. So we'll see what happens. But I'm on the kombucha train right now.
I'm always a
Is
sucker for
now a
the
good time to bring up the fact that you have a nickname that is Kim Booch?
Oh, I suppose. I hate it.
I know you
Um,
do.
so our friend Brad started calling me kombucha when we were working together, like, I don't know, 4 years ago. And the nickname has stuck, but my issue with it is that they shorten it to Kimbooch, and then it sounds like booch, which sounds like a naughty word, even though I don't think it's actually a word.
Like
And
Gooch
it
or
just,
Hooch?
I guess hooch isn't that like inappropriate. I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like I have the worst fucking nicknames. Like somehow my sisters have they have been calling me Nimbus since I was like 8, which is
That's so
so
funny.
weird and gross sounding. And then it somehow morphed into Piddler. And that, I don't know, the names that they have for me are really embarrassing. But
Sibling nicknames are the worst.
yeah, they're
Mine
not
is my sister calls me Squee, which has morphed into Gwee.
squeeze. Ski's like cute.
It came from like I don't even know. It was like squishy, and then it was squee, and then it went to gooey.
I mean,
and
that's
then
better than
gooey.
Nimbus, by the way,
So
spelled with a K-N.
Nimbus.
Like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah. I
I
don't
just
know,
don't know
man.
how things evolve like that. Like I'm sure someone somewhere has written like their doctoral thesis or dissertation or whatever it's called on like the linguistics of nickname variations. Because
Literally.
how did we get here? How did we get from Kimmy to Nimbus? So bad.
I no idea. It's like when
Maybe
you
someday.
have like a an animal, a pet, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
oh
it's
my
like,
God. One time I tried to make a note in my phone. It actually might still exist of all of the things that I've ever called Holly. And oh, yeah, Holly names. Right now it's at 36.
can you read
And
them off?
this isn't even recent. Like I need to update it. Holly, Holly Jolly, Holly Wally World, Holly Davidson, Stank, Stinky, Stinker, Stinker Pot, Tiny, Snuggle Muffin, McStank, Skunk, Skunky Monkey, Monkey Skunky, Stink, McGank, Soupy, Minnie, 2 Feet, Tine Tine, Meow Meow, World Stink, World's Most Stinkiest Cat, World's Most Tiniest Cat, Mayor, Mayor of Mittenville, Meowlentine, Holly Golightly, Tiny Cat, Baby Animal, Annie. I call her Annie sometimes, is like a short for animal, which is so weird.
Oh, I thought you
Angel,
meant because she's an
Monkey,
orphan.
Monk, Monka Skunk, Little One, Stinkalink.
I love that. Holly
But like,
Wally World, you don't use that enough.
yeah, that one comes from my mom. My mom calls her Holly Wally World.
Love that.
So yeah, the list goes on and on. But I was at Dakota on Saturday night for a going away party, and the bartender was hot, like hot, and I
Oh.
was like, oh wow, you're hot, but I was sober and so like really off my game,
You're like,
and
I'll have another drink flirtatiously.
yeah, I was like, how do you do this? And it like was 9 p.m., so it wasn't busy. So I felt really self-conscious that like all eyes were on me watching, like flirting with this bartender. And it was 7 bajillion million degrees on the rooftop. And I was in my
Oh,
red patent leather cowgirl boots and basically having a hard time focusing because I was sweating so much.
you can just think about the
So
sweat dripping down your shins.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So this bartender sees me come up and I'm wearing my Cheers and Beers shirt because Phil's going away party was Olympic slut themed. And I was like, I don't really have any
Oh,
slutty Olympic clothes, but I can do a red, white, and blue theme and
like
look,
cheers,
yeah,
cheering.
cheers. Yeah. So I wore my Cheers and Beers shirt and I went up to the bar and he was like, oh, I was really excited. I thought that was a Pizza Planet shirt. And I was like, no, but I do have a Pizza Planet shirt. And he was like, oh my God, no way. And I was like, yeah, they sell them in the men's section of Target if you're ever interested. And he was like, good to know, good to know. So what can I get you? And I ordered me and Audrey a drink and Tim a Pacifico. And this is really hyper specific. I didn't need to
I
get
know, I
into
need the details. I need
that
them.
level. So Audrey and I ordered a vodka soda with sour mix.
Hmm.
And then he goes, okay, with he goes, you said vodka, right? And I was like, yeah. And then he goes, make my drink. And I give him my card. And he looks at my name and he goes, is it Kim or Kimberly? And I go, Kimmy. And he goes, oh, that's a new one, which was a weird response because I was like, not a new name. Like this, my nickname is not net new into the universe of names.
Maybe it's just he
Because
doesn't expect a more grown woman to go by Kimmy. It's like Timmy
you're
versus
calling me
Tim.
old?
No, but it's like, like somebody our age going by like
Listen,
Timmy or
I'm
Jimmy.
getting Botox on Friday. Um, but then he goes, have you ever heard of Kimmy? And then he said a last name, and I was like, no. And he was like, oh, they're a Formula One driver. And I was like, I candidly know nothing about Formula One, which is ironic because had I still been in my daytime day drinking outfit, I was wearing my Miami Formula One hat that Tim and Audrey got me.
Oh,
It's like that would have been really embarrassing if I
yeah, if you
was,
had that or like your Monaco sweatshirt.
yeah, if I was wearing something that he's like, you've never heard of like this one of the most famous Ferrari drivers of all time. And I was like, no. So anyway, I really wanted to give him my number, but I had one drink all night and I just didn't have the ballsy balls to do it. So,
Bummer.
but yeah, on nicknames, I don't think Kimmy is that novel.
I don't think so either. I think maybe he was just surprised. I don't know.
Or maybe I was making him like so nervous and he just didn't know what to say.
Yeah, maybe he just looked at you and he was like, there's no way.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself.
Um,
Yeah.
that's fun. I went out on Saturday night with one of the girls I work with, and we ended up running into a guy that goes to the tanning salon and he was working security at the bar.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Do you think that men are embarrassed to admit that they go tanning?
Um, not to us. In fact, oftentimes men keep lifting up their shirts to be like, see, I'm not getting tan over here, or I'm really tan right here. And I'm like, sir, I don't need to see that. Put the shirt down.
Yeah, that's got to be some type of like level of assault.
Anyway, we just like kept chanting the guy's name all night whenever we saw him. We were like, na 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 na.
That's cute.
It was so
Wow.
funny. And then I
Well,
brought out a bunch of tiny ducks, so I tried to do the tiny duck
okay.
test. I got
Classic.
Ann Guy's number because he
Oh
had a
my
good reaction
God.
and he was cute. Never
Slay.
heard from him. Never heard from
Oh,
him.
not slay.
Very not slay. But my girlfriend had a great time. She got several man's numbers, and I think she ended up meeting up with one of them later on. So
Wow. That's
success on her
inspiring.
part. Yeah. And she's like, do you want to go out again this weekend? And I was like, well, I do work Sunday all day. So we'll see.
Didn't you work all Sunday? Yeah.
Yes. And then I
Yeah.
ordered Chipotle to work to revive me, and they canceled my
Ugh.
order, and I'm not over it. So
I'm gonna go back to my only ordering out once a week challenge because it's just so expensive
yeah.
and so bad for me. And then I feel bad and I just need to like get back off that train because it's like once you open the door, like Uber Eats is a gateway drug. Like
Mm-hmm.
once you open the door to eating something that's not in your apartment, I'm like, the world is my oyster. I
Yeah.
am going to consume 5,000 calories a day. I'm not even going to be full.
Yeah.
And I'm going to somehow justify it. And then I'm going to feel bad in 2 weeks when my jeans are fitting a little bit tighter than I want them to.
And my credit card bill comes.
And my credit card bill is like, fucking chill. You might need to put some of this into savings for once in your life.
Yeah, stop saving it in your stomach and save it in your bank account for once, bitch. And I'm like, oh, God,
Yeah.
fine.
I've really had the spendies and I shouldn't because my rent is about to go up a lot when I live alone in 2 months. And I just need to be more, I need to be more mindful, more demure.
I'm I'm not ordering food like you other girls. I'm very demure when it comes to getting food. Very mindful.
Very mindful. I'm trying. Also, like, it's so funny when I see memes like that on the internet because I'm not on TikTok anymore. So I don't know the origin. So every once in a while, I have to send like our girls group a breakdown of things I need explanations on. And last night, I was like, where did this one come from? Because I don't get it. And it's all that is on my Instagram.
That's
And
funny.
I just needed a little explanation. And I'm
It
like, okay,
hasn't
hello.
it hasn't made it on my Instagram algorithm yet, but being on TikTok, of course, it's everywhere, and it's
Yeah.
Jules who did it, and it's just so funny because the first time I saw her like doing it in the car, she's like, "I'm very demure when I wear my makeup at work. A lot of you girls are going crazy with your makeup in the interview,
Yeah.
and
She
then
goes,
you
I'm
don't
not
look
wearing a
like
green
that."
cut crease.
Yeah. Very mindful. And then she like does it about everything. I think she even said it when she's like, I'm very mindful when I go to pick up my food, very demure when I go to pick up my Taco Bell. Like it was so funny. I was screaming. And then of course, like everyone's taking it. And there was like a guy who was like feeding the animals on their farm and was like tossing over hay and goes, I'm very demure when I'm giving hay to the cows. Very mindful. I'm not throwing it all over the place like you other girls.
I'm not even sure if I know the actual definition of demure.
It's like unassuming, timid, like modest.
Reserved, modest, and shy, typically used of a woman, giving a modest appearance.
Yes, that's why it's so funny because everyone who is using the sound, which was created in, an ironic way, is
Yeah.
very like LGBT, LGBTQ adjacent.
LGBTQ.
And so
God, I
it's
love
like
thesaurus.com. It's like one of those tabs that is just constantly up in my life, in my brain, on my computer, on my phone. I'm like, another way to say that.
thesaurus. We need her
I
always.
love thesaurus. I had something I was gonna say about Demure, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, the other internet trend that I needed advice on was the Olympic drama with breakdancing. I'm sorry, breaking.
Yeah,
Breaking.
Breaking Wind.
So,
I didn't realize there was drama until it was
yeah,
explained to us.
so here's another segment of this podcast where I'm going to talk about something that I have no idea if it's true.
Sports.
Sport.
Now it's time for sports with Kimmy.
This is our sports segment. We should actually, that would be so funny once like football is back in a couple of weeks, doing a sports segment that's just like completely unrelated, obviously unrelated to the actual sport. Like,
It's just us being like, why didn't they high five after the game? What's the tea?
yeah, or like I'm gonna judge the pictures of football players catching balls in the air and then decide what like role I think they would have in the Nutcracker
Yeah.
based on those
Football
positions.
players that gave me the ick this week.
Yeah. So stay tuned in the fall once we're back in the throes of football.
But
LOL. That was that was um a sports joke. Ever heard of it? Wait, did I talk
the
about on
fuck?
this on this podcast? The guy, we did a t-shirt party a couple of weeks ago with my friend Addie, where you bring like an embarrassing or inappropriate t-shirt and do an exchange out of a bag, and like whatever you pull, you have to wear out to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ended up in a Hawk Tuah shirt, and I traded with Audrey because she actually got it, and I was like, Audrey, you're gonna get male attention by wearing a Hawk Tuah shirt, and I need that.
Yeah.
You don't, because you have one to give it to you all the time. So
Yeah.
my turn, and so we switched shirts, and this guy in the bar passed me, and he goes, he like looks at my shirt, and he goes, "Oh, Hawk Tuah," and I go, "Yeah, ever heard of it?" And he goes, yeah, everyone has. And I was like, okay, that was a joke, first of all. And you are incapable of understanding it. It was so like accosting. I was like, okay, I was being funny. And now you're taking this too far.
I was being funny, hot, and very cool. And
Yeah.
you did not
Ever
pass the
heard
vibe
of
check,
it?
sir.
Ever heard of it? I don't know where I was going about sports. Oh, the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
Breaking.
allegedly there's breaking drama. I mean, listen,
Breaking trauma.
there's breaking news about breaking, everyone. I knew that there was some drama about the woman from Australia just being really, really awful at it. And allegedly, well, not allegedly, factually, this was the first Olympics ever with breaking in it. There was this Australian athlete who completely made a fool of herself and scored 0 points from the judges. However, I'm now seeing that she created the governing body of breaking and then made her husband the
in
judge.
in Australia.
Yeah. And then made her husband the judge so that she would get into the Olympics. And like her qualification footage has come out and it's just as bad as the actual final was in the Olympics. And it basically looks like one of those kids who had too many sodas at lunch and is now absolutely freaking out on the playground.
So our friend Megan.
Yeah. So Meg at Lucy's birthday last year, spinning on her head in a bar, would have qualified higher and probably scored at least 1 point, if for nothing but creativity and risk taking
Mm-hmm.
at the Olympics. So the plot will thicken. I'm sure we'll find out more.
Yeah. Do we need to bring up the fact that this woman looks extremely white too?
I mean, we could. We
I'm
could
just
go there.
like,
One of my questions about breaking being in the Olympics is that I want to know who decided that that form of dance or like yeah, I guess just that style of dance was was the most athletic over other forms of dance. Like, so now I'm wondering, are we gonna eventually have like ballet in the Olympics?
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
don't
be
see why
upset
not.
about it. Yeah.
No, I think it would be great. And I also like, I mean, if I was a world-class ballerina watching that Australian woman's routine in the Olympics, I would have been livid.
Oh, they added it to attract a younger and more diverse fan base to the Olympics, according to CBC.ca.
Okay.
So, what's
I
that,
mean, I'm
Canadian?
totally here for that.
Yeah, and it hasn't been
Someone,
included in the program for the 2028 games in LA. So,
you don't say. Whew, I'm nauseous. I'm a little hungry. I haven't eaten today. So don't, if you can't see me, it's just because I'm really skinny today. Um, I saw a list on the very trusted source of Wikipedia
yeah.
about yeah, holy shit, I'm nauseous. Hang on.
Kimmy's gonna vom. She just
Uh,
can't stand
there's,
thinking about breaking in the Olympics
there's nothing to vom up except for the iced coffee in my belly.
in my bones.
I saw a list of like past and potential Olympic sports, and it's crazy. Like some things you're just like, who put this on the list? Like it's so interesting. And I also was wondering why there aren't more water sports. Like, I mean, listen, I know we have, oh my God. Sorry. I whoa.
Whoa, Kimmy's dropping the mic. Mic drop.
No, I'm a mess. I know we have like synchro. I'm sorry, they call it artistic swimming now.
Oh, you're talking water sports like in a pool?
No, I'm talking water sports. Like, why don't we have wakeboarding or water skiing?
They
But we have surfing. Like, what's the
and the
difference? One you're
wind
attached to the boat, one
sailing,
you're
there's
not.
a
Yeah.
couple of those. Is there really not wakeboarding?
No, there's not wakeboarding. But here's a list. I don't really know how to decipher this chart.
Maybe they'll add
And
it in LA.
Wikipedia is not the most, you know,
You know,
user friendly.
and why
But
should it be?
cable wakeboard was part of the World Games, but it was contested only in 2005 as official. Casting, I'm like, is that like
Fishing.
casting a fishing rod is an Olympic sport?
Yeah,
Um,
fishing sport.
life saving, as in like being a lifeguard on a beach.
Oh, they do have lifeguard like competitions.
Yeah. Hang on. This is crazy. Flag football is an Olympic sport in 2008, 2028. So in Los Angeles, flag football will be an Olympic sport.
Fun.
So will lacrosse. So will squash.
Oh,
Yeah, crazy. It looks
lacrosse
like
is going to be good.
it looks like those are the only ones we're getting. Recently we got sport climbing, taekwondo. No, that was 2000. Sorry, that's been a while. Um, yeah, breakdancing was the first year. Karate, interestingly, was only added in 2020.
Hmm.
Isn't that crazy? But yeah, there's just some wild sports on here that I'm like I
And
don't what's gate ball? A military pentathlon,
oh wow.
baton twirling, boomerang,
Well, some of these
indoor
it's like
motorcycle
they
trials.
add them, but then I don't think they always keep them on the docket either.
Right. Yeah, it's much more of an ebb and flow than I think I ever realized.
I never realized that until they like added golf or whatever a couple years ago too.
Yeah, like badminton, water skiing has been on the world sports list, but it looks like not in the Olympics. Um, yeah, softball and
Interesting.
baseball. That was another one that was interesting to me. I was like, I feel like where's that?
Yeah.
Fin swimming, cheerleading is one I always thought was interesting that wasn't included if we're gonna have breaking and other artistic forms of dance slash athleticism.
I guess it also depends on how popular it is worldwide too, right?
But yeah, but
I mean,
then
if they
like
have a world competition but versus Olympics, maybe there's some form of like popularity they have to also.
you want to know what one I'm really excited about, and I hope it makes it eventually.
What?
Parkour.
American Ninja Warrior.
It accordingly is in a world sport, just not in the them there Olympics, just quite yet.
We'll see what happens, man. So I guess we can start, creating our own governing bodies and getting all of our friends into competitions according to Australia. So
If you were gonna join the Olympics, no, rephrasing. What's your Olympic sport? Like, obviously something that's not real.
Uh, um, holy crap, what am I good at? I have no idea.
I have zero skills, so
I bring nothing to the table.
I
Table's empty.
people are like CEO of I'm like CEO of literally being bad at everything.
Yeah, of like hugging a squishmallow. Like, I don't know.
Okay, I think I could if
Tiny
losing
cat wrangling. That's you.
yeah, tiny cat wrangling, patience losing. If losing my patience was an Olympic sport,
Meme sending. That's
oh,
me.
yeah, yes. Oh my God, Hannah, that is ignoring the memes you send me. That
Yeah. Me sends 500 memes a day. Kimmy literally just clears the notifications.
no, I don't. I leave them open and then every once in a while I will go and I'll rewatch them and then it'll be like, oh my God, I haven't opened this since July 1st. And I'm like, I have 7 weeks of Hannah memes to look
My
through.
favorite is when you send one to the group that I've already sent you at some point in time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
It
that
happens
happens
to be
all
all
the
the
time.
time with people.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think you could also be really good at three beverage consuming.
I do have three right now. So,
That's what I'm saying. You
yeah.
almost always have three.
Lately I've been adding a fourth. We're really,
That's crazy. I'm usually pretty solid with two. I usually have water and a caffeine.
yeah, I almost had five on Sunday. That's how unwell I was, but
You can never have enough, especially when you're hungover. You just need all the liquid. I need a soda. I need a coffee. I need a water. I possibly need something with electrolytes. And then I possibly need something so cold it's going to freeze my brain off like a smoothie.
yeah. Yep. I need something with
Or something that I
bubbles.
can gulp, like a tea, like an iced sweet tea that you're just like,
A crispy blue Gatorade. I could gulp that when I'm
ooh, a
hungover.
Gatorade. Yeah. Electrolytes. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm
The
just thinking
Electros be
about
light.
I'm just thinking about what beverage I'm gonna have after this.
I'm gonna make my coffee officially.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make another coffee. I had an iced coffee when I first woke up, and now I'm so tired. I haven't
Who
been
is she?
sleeping. My little anxiety is not
Not
little,
little.
and
No.
my cuticles are suffering. My sleep is suffering.
Everyone in my family keeps be getting knocked down by illness.
Yeah,
Different
crazy.
kinds too. None of it's the same. My sister yesterday had to close her work early because she
Oh my
wasn't feeling.
God.
I'm like, can everyone just get it together on this week? We got shit to do. We got things coming up. Let's go, people.
Um, oh my gosh. Sorry, I just got an annoying email back from someone who lives in my building about moving.
Oh, are they
Like,
taking your stuff?
no, it's just like there are these availabilities with our units, and I'm like, can I not start this? Can I like push the move-in date a little bit? And then they're like, well, you just be like changing your rent. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, I know that you can hold the unit. So it's just really annoying.
I will
Sorry,
never
that's me venting in real time.
No, but I will never understand when it comes to leasing out of these luxury apartment buildings why everyone, it's like it changes hourly, your rate
It
anymore.
literally changes hourly. It's so annoying.
And I get there's a whole market and shit like that that it's based off of, but still, dude, it just It's like we talked about last time with the cash loan companies and public trust. Like it doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah,
And
it
I don't want to know.
like for example, I'm moving in 2 months. I'm trying to see what will be available in my building and the two buildings around me. And I wake up every morning and I refresh the floor plans, and every day the rent changes. So, for example, last night in this one unit I was looking at, the rent went up overnight $100 a month. Why?
Hey, hey, you know, cuz what's today? The fucking 13th. Lucky. Ooh, has to go up more.
Like, it's just so frustrating. And they're telling me, I asked questions about two things that Audrey and I did when we first moved in here. And now they're telling me that those aren't options to do. So I'm like, okay, it's so frustrating.
I don't understand
Anyway,
it.
I love how you all got to experience that with me in real time. So I will be dealing with that.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Stupid, stupid, stupid leasing agent. Please don't listen to this. I really need a place to
Please let me move in, please. I promise I'm nice.
live. You guys, it's so frustrating and scary. I just want a place to live. Okay,
Yeah.
what else?
What else?
Just got so dark.
It got dark?
Yeah, like the sunshine went away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
It's okay.
it got mad at
Just
the leasing
matching my
agent.
vibes.
My vibes.
Someone gonna match my freak, make all the sunshine go away.
It's gonna match my frack. So I've been experiencing in suburbia, reliving the joy of kitschy mailboxes.
Okay.
You know how you would drive past someone's house and they have, you know, like a big fish as a mailbox or something?
Yeah. It
Or
wasn't
like it's
super
a cat.
common in Florida because so many of our neighborhoods are like cookie cutter gated
Oh,
communities.
like HOA.
Yeah, but there were, I can definitely think of some.
Yeah. So
The fish obviously in Florida was pretty common.
exactly. I've always loved them. I think it's so funny. Would I personally ever have one? I don't think so, but like
I think you would.
I,
What
well, it would have to be a good one. That's the thing. I would
what do
take
you
it.
think is a what's a good kitschy mailbox?
It's not going to be a fish, but my favorite one recently is I've been driving past some local business that does duct work. So like your HVAC and
Okay.
stuff. And their
Okay.
whole mailbox is like posted up with these like big ducts. And so it's like advertising and marketing, but as a mailbox.
I
It's
kind
really
of
cute.
respect that.
I really love that. I love using it. I'm like, oh my God, that is so clever to use it as like a marketing tactic for people that drive by. Like, of course, the building back there is the one that does my
Yeah.
HVAC.
Yeah, of course. It's
So,
obvious.
exactly. And I'm like, oh, like, of course, this farm has like, you know, corn as it or like a
Oh my
big
God,
cow.
Hannah, I typed in kitschy mailbox and the first thing that comes up is a cow.
Yeah, cows are popular ones. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't, but I feel like it's so
oh,
overdone and dry.
oh my God, you want to know what was really common in Florida too? The dolphin holding it.
Oh,
That shit's good. There's also a manatee version.
yeah. Largemouth bass. There's one in the neighborhood next to us that has like it looks homemade, like a calico cat. It's really cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God, the flamingo's so cute. Wow.
Like I feel like I
I'm
wouldn't
having
want to
fun.
buy one. I would want to craft one or something. Like I would have to like it would have to be like
Yeah.
a whole vibe, you know?
Ooh, yeah, the dolphin mailbox is mad common. Oh my God, it's so cute. This is making me so reminiscent. Oh my God, and then there were also ones where it was just like a normal mailbox, but the mail flag was a dolphin.
Oh, that's cute. I like
Yeah, that one was
that.
cute.
Yeah. I've always loved when
Wow.
people would decorate their mailboxes. Just a little
Yeah, again, people
personality.
didn't really do that in Florida.
Yeah.
My eye just went absolutely wild.
Absolutely wild, my guy. Anyway, that's something that I've been seeing a lot more of lately, and I've really been enjoying it. So, paying attention to mailboxes
I
out in the
love that.
wild.
Watch this space
We're keeping an eye on the mailbox, on the kitsch mailbox space.
on the kitsch mailbox
This market's up and
market.
coming.
The market eval is growing. I
Fucking.
can. It
Uh,
looks so ridiculous between my hair, my lack of makeup, the fact that I can't keep my eyes open because the fucking photosensitivity in this room gets to me.
I don't think you look
Like,
crazy without the Zoom filter's doing you justice on my end.
good. I can't see.
Put on sunglasses.
I literally need to sit here and film in sunglasses. Like, it hurts so bad.
I just, it literally hurts so bad.
I'm just
You're,
gonna sit here and
she
talk
has
like
her eyes closed and she's talking into the mic, everyone. She looks like she's
I'm just
fucking
gonna
high.
sit here and talk like the Australian surfer announcer for the Olympics, who was so funny. I don't know if we've talked about this or not because, listen, I don't track these things and I don't pay attention. But he had a partner, and the other guy was like very professional, very like, wow, that turn was absolutely incredible. You can just tell how much this athlete has confidence in his surfing.
Yeah, the
And then,
control.
yeah, the control. And then the other guy would be like, oh, yeah, dude, he just got absolutely barreled. I was like, this is not real. Like, he sounded exactly like if you picture in your head who would announce surfing at the Olympics, it was that guy.
It's giving the announcers in the movie Dodgeball
Oh, I
with
haven't watched that in a while, but Audrey was
uh
just about it.
they're like let's see how this plays out for him, like Cotton, like all those guys. Anyway,
Yeah.
who was also, what's that Vine where there was a guy who was talking about, like, he was being interviewed about his surf.
Yeah.
What was
The
he
surf.
saying?
He was like, so then I just went, "Pshaw," and then I that was that guy. But
That's also what it was giving.
he recently, and by recently I mean like within the last 10 years after that video came out in like the mid teen 2000s, he admitted that it was fake. That
Oh,
he like put on an act for that interview.
still, that's what
It's
that
still so good.
that's
He's like,
yeah.
yeah, the waves were crazy out there. First I went, "Wah," and then I went, "Wah."
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
what the surf announcer gives.
Yeah, oh, completely. And I was just cracking up because it was such the funny part was the juxtaposition between the two. If they both sounded like that, it would have been different. Or if they both sounded professional, probably would have been way more boring. But just the like
NBC.
very poised, very educated sounding, like knew everything about the technicality of surfing. And then the other guy was just like, hold on.
NBC knew what they were doing with that. They really
Yeah,
did.
I know Colin Jost was doing some of the announcing too, but I didn't hear or see him at all.
He wasn't doing announcing, he was doing like hosting.
Okay, so he was there more as like attracting social
Yeah, it's
media.
like the people between the events.
Got it. Okay.
So, like, that would be like, okay, like, we're going to interview this person,
Well,
or like, here's a little backstory on this sport, or like, up next is
I
breaking.
just thought there was a tuft of holly hair flying through the air, and I thought it was a spider.
No, I can't.
So
I've reached my bug quota this week.
Sam, I've reached my bug quota. You want to know what freaking happened to us? It more so happened to Audrey, but I think I get credit because I killed it. She's doing dishes. I swear, I thought this only happened in movies. A roach crawled up our sink drain and came out into the sink while Audrey was doing dishes, while the water was running, while there were pots and pans and water in the sink. Luckily, it had half drowned itself, so I just went over and sprayed Raid on it and put it in the garbage disposal, and it went bye-bye. And I do think it was a fluke scenario because they were redoing flooring on the apartment below us. So I think it just like, got a little riled up in the pipes and decided to jump ship into our apartment. But I literally thought that roaches coming through drains was only something that happened in really old apartment buildings in New York City and in movies. And instead, it happened in a luxury high rise apartment building in Washington, D.C., that it was literally built 4 years ago.
I hate to tell you.
Yeah,
Roaches, rats, and snakes come up through the pipes.
that's ugh. Like, I literally feel like I need to shower now. I can't
Yep.
do it. And now I'm like, oh my God, can I live here alone? I'm going to panic. Like, I'm going to burn it down if I ever see one. I will say, I'm a little bit more brave when it comes to like the standard roach, like the lighter brown ones that like food and live in your kitchen.
No.
I'm less brave when it comes to cockroaches, like the giant thumb-sized dark brown ones that you see outside. If that shit gets in my apartment, they're faster too. I hate that.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
They're at
Sorry.
work. They're at work.
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
scream and I make
It,
anybody else kill them.
it. I can't. And then this morning, so last night, I'm laying on the couch all night working. This morning, after I went to bed last night, I redid the pillows, folded up my pillow, my blanket. I come out this morning in the sun. We have a east facing apartment. So the sun in the morning is bright and beautiful. It's great. So it's shining in. And I'm like, what the balls? There is a spider web connecting one of our throw pillows to our coffee table. And I can see, I'm like, where did you come from
It got
overnight?
comfy.
It was just nestling in. I was like, what?
Nestling in. That spider was like, I'm gonna take a wiggle nap on this nice pillow. And you're like, bitch.
I didn't even see the spider. I only saw
It
the
was
web. So now
it was
that's
probably
the
one of
worst.
those teeny tiny ones that hang up in like the corner of your walls.
Disgusting. Get out. You don't pay rent.
No, they don't. Sucks, but bye. Yeah. I killed a wolf spider at work, but I think it was a baby one.
Those aren't those bad for you? Aren't those?
What am I eating them? Are those bad for you? Ew! They're
Ow!
just
I hit my tooth
big.
on the microphone. No, I don't mean bad for you and consumption. I mean, like, aren't they dangerous?
I don't think so. They're just big.
Really?
They're big and like they have like
I mean,
not
I
a
know they're
fur, but
ew. I can't. I really don't
hair.
like spiders. Ew. What?
They're like, I don't like roaches, and I had to listen to you. This
You
is
almost
this
called
is
me bitch.
awful.
I
This
saw it.
whole episode is not going to do well in general. No one
Yeah.
wants to listen to us talk about bugs.
Trigger,
Well, Rachel.
trigger,
Rachel wants to listen to us talk about bugs. That's it.
trigger warning. Oh my god. Ew. Ew. Okay. Oh my god. I have the chills.
Yeah. I'm going to go throw up. I can't even eat after this.
I'm gonna go angry email my leasing agent.
Hey, that's a good one. Let it out. Let it all out on
Thanks.
them. That poor
Yeah. I
worker.
mean,
They're
I
like,
think I
I'm
just need
literally
to.
just putting something into an algorithm that I have no control over.
I think I just need to go talk to them in person because this guy over email is like really not being helpful, and I'm really frustrated.
Yeah, I agree with
So
that. Ugh. Well, I hope you get it all figured out.
thanks. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning into a very chaotic episode. If you got this far and made it through the bug segment, I'm really sorry, but
He's
just know
so
that your
sorry.
reward will be a sports segment again.
Yeah, we'll reward you in the future. We'll
Yeah.
Pavlov you or something. I don't know, but
All right.
okay.
All right.
See you
Kids
next
and adults and
Tuesday.
everyone in between. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.